Hello artists, this is part 2 of how to color in a picture that we drew a first time to use Sketches School supplies and make the picture have lots of colors. So we are at the point where if I take the eyeball, you can see there's still some blank spots. I haven't done the little details like some tall grasses or the trees, but that's okay. I wanted to show you this blending stick, which is third from the bottom. And if I was to blend in my colors today, you can make things look like they were an oil pastel kind of drawing. I can blend it in. I'm doing this on the purple mountains. I'm blending this beautiful purple in to look mushier. And even the sky, I'm blending the clouds at the bottom so that they look a little bit more 3D. It's a really cool tool. I can do it on the top of it too, just kind of tapping my finger along the lines. Kind of adds to some degree to make it look less just like a straight digital drawing and make it look more painterly or artistic. And then even on the ground, if I mix the black street a little on the edge, the gravel looks a little more painterly. And now I can even see, why did I have all those little polka dots in that light yellow? Well, it's to make like the dark green with this limeish yellow kind of look like it was shaded in. So everything is getting a little bit shadier, which is kind of neat. It like makes a little more surprise on this page. So I'm just rubbing my finger along all of the different parts of this picture. The next thing I could do even is to use I love this marker tool to add details. So I would like to get those trees to show up again. Hello, trees. So I'm going to take the darkest brown I could find and work on, and I had drawn this with a pencil. I can hardly see it, but it's in my brain still, what I drew. So I had a branches first, then I can kind of make the tree trunks at the bottom. Maybe I'd take a lighter brown. It's going out. Brown, like a nice caramel color. Add a little on the right side. I'm making my light source come from the right, like there's a sunshine coming from the right side, and then the left side is the dark brown. I can even see I'm mushing it together now, so it looks like branches are kind of shadowed. There's a little texture to it. And then the green of the tree leaves. I could go back into a marker tool, and I could leave just like little tiny curlicues for tree leaves and kind of making them stick on the branches. It does look like broccoli. Some art teachers are like, no broccoli trees, but I'm like, how else am I supposed to do digital art? And then after I get all these tree branches, I can see that it matches the grass too much. So I'm going to even use a little bit of blue in there. Believe it or not, the blue will shade it in when we blend it together. It also looks kind of cool. And I could even add a lighter green, like at the top where the sunshine is hitting these leaves. There's an artist named George Seurat who used dots on his art where he was just kind of making everything look like every leaf on the tree was like there was a light polka dotted side that was light green, and then the other side was dark blues and greens. It's super cool. I'm going to go back to my blending stick and look at that. I'm blending in that tree. It kind of has a little more depth. There's some light source and the dark side. So it's pretty cool in this picture. I can also do the other tree, or I can say, artistically, I don't want another tree. So I can just keep blending things over. I'm using my blending stick. Maybe I need a little bit more purple. And I'm not using all the tools today. I'm just kind of sharing my blending stick idea and the marker tools and that flat paintbrush tool. The thinner, the pointier marker tool is kind of harder for me to get a good color out of. Like if I use this washable, like even green, purple, it looked really too dark on it. It didn't really show up that much. So I like to use the ones that like kind of show more markers or colors. So even if I did this and I added beautiful like little dots of purple, because that's going to be flowers, and then change it to green for the stems and grab a marker tool and just add like a lot of different stems on the bottom, I'm in the bottom left corner.